All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. What's up, everybody? All my people in Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, all the way out of Staten Island, my homeborough, Brooklyn. Back out with another video, and today marks the 25th anniversary of the release of Eminem's legendary album, the Marshall Mathers LP, one of the greatest albums in hip hop history, and perhaps the best album of Eminem's career. In the late 1990s, Marshall Mathers from Detroit, aka Eminem, linked up with the legendary producer, Mr. Dr. Dre, the brother standing right here in the black, and they got to work on Eminem's album, the Slim Shady LP, which helped make him a hip hop superstar because it is a great album, a classic hip hop album. I mean, does Eminem's complexion have a lot to do with him becoming a rap superstar? Of course. Hip hop is a black dominated, black created genre. And of course, there were white rappers before Eminem, the Beastie Boys and Vanilla Ice, but they were whack juice. They couldn't rap worth a damn. Eminem could actually rap. He was a great lyricist, and he had a very, very unique style. After the success of this album, Eminem and Dr. Dre got to work on on his next album, the Marshall Mathers LP, and this was the first single from that album, The Real Slim Shady, which is probably Eminem's signature song, his most famous song of all the songs he released in his career. The music video for it is one of the best videos in hip hop history, one of the most unique videos in hip hop history. And of course, it was a legendary moment at the MTV VMAs, when Eminem came out with all those Eminem clothes and they performed Eminem clones, pardon me, and they performed The Real Slim Shady. You see, Dr. Dre saying there, I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. All the other Slim Shadys are just imitating, so I want the real Slim Shady. Please stand up. Then on this day in 2000, the Marshall Mathers LP hit stores. A very commercial success, critical acclaim, and of course a lot of controversy. Eminem's, of course Eminem was very, it wasn't just Eminem. A lot of rappers back then, used the word faggot and said a lot of quote unquote misogynist things about women. But of course, because Eminem was white, a white rapper, and he had more influence over white kids, that's what made him a target by people like Liz Cheney, who was second lady at that time. A lot of feminist groups and LGBT groups, quote unquote, attacked Eminem for using the word fag and saying bitch, even though that was common in hip hop prior to Eminem. And I mean, and even after Eminem, of course, it's not as common anymore because because how the world is. But yeah, this album could not be released today. This album could not get released today. Oh my God. Of course, it was a great overall album. Like I say, classic hip hop album, one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. It had classic tracks like Kill You and Stan, which is another one of Eminem's best songs. Like I said, The Real Slim Shady, The Way I Am, I'm Back, and Bitch Please too, featuring Dr. Dre, Nate Dogg, Snoop, and Exhibit. Of course, the song Criminal. I'm a criminal. So the album debuted at number one on the Billboard 200, staying atop for 8 consecutive weeks, a significant commercial success compared to the Slim Shady LP just the previous year. The album sold 1.78 million copies in its first week, which made it among the fastest-selling studio albums in the United States. Non-produced singles, The Real Slim Shady, The Way I Am, and Stan, among other publications. Rolling Stone named it the best album of the year 2000. The Marshall Mathers LP has been included in numerous all-time lists, is widely regarded as Eminem's greatest album. I would probably agree with that. Marshall Mathers LP or The Eminem Show. I think his best albums coming out to one of those two. It has sold 25 million copies worldwide, making it one of the best-selling albums of all time. He has the complexion for the connection. And it's certified 12 times platinum and diamond by Recording Industry Association of America, the RIAA. It was nominated for Album of the Year and won Best Rap Album at the 2001 Grammy Awards, while The Real Slim Shady won Best Rap Solo Performance. The Marshall Mathers LP 2 sequel was released in 2013. And of course, I had the song Rap God. Like I said, to me, this is a hip hop classic. Just to me, I've always kind of liked that, horrorcore kind of shock jock style of hip hop. The Red, Eminem, the Redmans of the world, Tyler the Creator, early Tyler the Creator, that kind of stuff. I've always been a fan of that stuff. At least to me, I don't know if you are. Tell me in the comment section down below. But what do you think of this album? Is it a certified classic to you? Is it one of the greatest hip hop albums ever? Is it Eminem's best album? My favorite song from this, not really like I really like this Real Slim Shady. I'll probably go with that. It's probably my favorite song from this album. That That one or I'm Back. Just, yeah, the Real Slim Shady or I'm Back are probably my favorite songs in this album. But tell me what's yours if you've listened to it. Is it Eminem's best album? Is it a certified hip hop classic? Where does he rank amongst your greatest rappers of all time? He's in my top 10. I believe I ranked him number 7 when I did my top 10 greatest rappers of all time list last year or 2 years ago for the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Tell me what you think in the comments section down below. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. I'm Young Brother Grow on YouTube. I'm going to see you all.